Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our last video. And today we are going to talk in this last video we are going to talk about why do we recommend e-learning to the teachers and the principal. Now, the first point why do we recommend e-learning to the teachers and principal is that, of course, due to the financial crisis that the teachers are facing at school. And now, in this regard, we are talking about the printers, whereas the teachers, they are failing to make sufficient notes for the learners. They are failing to make sufficient test papers to the learners. And then, now in this regard, we have insufficient textbooks, whereas each and every learner in the classroom gets his or her own textbook. And now with e-learning, provided there's e-learning, at least the learners will have access to all the notes, like in a soft copy, we have access to all the notes, we have access to all the tests that will be given. Either the person is sick, either the person is in the hospital, or either the person cannot make it to class, but the person will have access to proper and quality education. And now the other reason why we recommend e-learning to the teachers and the principal is that currently, as we are speaking, we have a lot of school, but in this school they only have a limited number of learners that they need to be registered in this school. So now, and we have in the Namibian Constitution, it says all children have the right to education. So now, since we have a limited number of learners which are needed, like at each and every school, now provided there's e-learning, it is learners can be registered at school, and then they can learn online classes at their own pace, on their own comfort zone, even if the learner is far, or even if the learner is not coming from classes or at school. But as long as the learner has access to classes, as long as the learner has access to online classes, at least the learners will have access to education. As the Namibian Constitution states that each and every children has the right to education.
Good day, my name is Diabati Polina. Just to add on what he said, e-learning has made life easier for the lecturers, students, or anyone else. But for the lecturers or for the teachers, as they give assignments in hard copy, sometimes they lose their assignments, so it's much better to give their assignments online and receive them online, because in that way it will be very hard for them to lose their assignments. And also, online videos has made life easier for the learners, because if they do not understand something in the class, or they find it hard to communicate in the class, they'll be learning through the videos, or they'll be communicating through the videos, just for them to understand that topic much better, and reduce reduce failure, for them to do well in classes and get flying marks. So I am there.
We are moving from the past to the future. But what do you want to achieve by that? We want everyone to be educated. We want education to reach all the four corners of the earth. But how are we doing it? By e-learning. E-learning provides lessons online, so everyone can access to it, whether you're at home, in hospital, or maybe you are on vacation. You can still have access to e-learning. So e-learning basically is for everyone. And it also helped a lot during the pandemic, for example, coronavirus, when it came in 2019, 2020. Schools closed, but the learning process did not end there. People are still using e-learning as a source of education.
Well, thank you very much, colleagues, for raising such brilliant points on why we encourage e-learning to be at schools, to be utilized by teachers in their teaching. So, as you all heard, one of the benefits of e-learning that it's flexible. You can study at any time, any place, anywhere, so long we have access to the internet. And then an additional point to it is that it's not time wasting, because what you simply do, you only go on the net, then you access the notes. You don't need to write or take down notes to jot down so you read later at the later stage. You can just access the information straightforward there. Another point is that now this world has evolved. We are moving on. As the point was raised earlier by my colleague here, Mr. McPhil. He said that especially these pandemics that normally occur at the different stages of the year, anytime pandemics could come in. So at least with the help of e-learning, students, learners are able to access information whether in their comfort zones at home, teaching and learning will still continue. So I highly recommend and encourage principals and teachers to make use of such platforms because they really help us in fostering the education to move further. So in conclusion, all in all is that I highly recommend each and everyone to oblige and of course to stick to one of the most important things, that's e-learning, right guys? Follow us for more videos. Thank you very much for listening.